Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to all the audience. Thank you to be with me in this great sharing of my presentation. My name is Salmi Harun. I am lecturer from Malaysia Vocational College, teaching bakery and pastry as TVET lecturers for 20 years. My research topic is career knowledge and adaptability influence the career choice of bakery and pastry students, a case of Malaysia Vocational College. These are my headlines for my presentations. Ladies and gentlemen, choosing a career is one of the decision-making phases in life that is important in determining the life destination of each individual. The decision in choosing this career is greatly influenced by various stimulating factors such as interest, personal ability, knowledge about job, specific education, and family background. Undoubtedly, the influence in making this career choice will have a lasting impact on individual life and function as predators or determinant of the economic levels. It will definitely also affect the nature and tendency towards a certain field of their work. Thus, it affects a personality, attitude, and outlook. Career selection is basically defined as the process of choosing a career path that involves several options in education and training for a future career. Qadhi and Akhlaq stated that choosing a career is an activity that exists in a person's life to determine the basis of a person's life and responsibilities. In more details, it is the process of making a choice in determining a skill field that is relevant to the individual in forming a pattern of life throughout his life. The lack of appropriate information about jobs and job market trends indirectly reduces individual confidence in choosing a career. As a result of neglecting the lack of information exposure to individuals about the condition of a job will make the supplies of skills and jobs unable to meet the demand of the industry. This implication in terms of education will affect prospective employees consisting of graduates who lack information and exposure that will make them afraid to enter the world of work, and surely this will increase in unemployment among graduates. This scenario contributes to the country's unhealthy economic growth and it will become less competitiveness. In reality, in human resource management, there is some evidence that states that the country investment in human resource development is flawed based on several factors such as curriculum, issues, mastery of hard skills and soft skills, weak in language, attitude and personality, skill mismatch, lacking knowledge in the field they are engaged in, and these evidence will lead to various problems such as low marketability, imbalance of demand and supply of employment, and also career selection mistakes. Technical and vocational fields are synonymous with semi-skilled and skilled careers, which are the backbone of Malaysia's national development. The current need for workers with technical and vocational skills is very critical and urgent needs for the industry to continue to move with the aim of increasing the company profits and boosting the country economic cycle. The needs that exceed the supply of a field make technical fields very necessary and get attention and open up many job opportunities for the people. My second problem statement is career choice issues of the TVET students. Ideally, the students' career choice should be made according to the field of their studies and based on their expertise. If the choice of career is not according to the fields of skills and knowledge learned, some past studies have shown the implication that there will be conflict with oneself, which occurs as a result of career mismatch, and it will contribute to less satisfaction and work. Next, it will increase the high turnover of human resource, and this situation occurs in every critical field such as technical and vocational fields in Malaysia. The success in training students to become more competent is the main dream of the educational institution, including vocational college, that has important roles in realizing the national TVET agenda. Bakery and pastry is one of the fields with higher career prospect. It is increasing demand in terms of work and entrepreneurship needs and has recorded high student enrollment. This can be seen with the density of student admission to the college that offers by this program. This field is said to be very relevant for today's career choice and has high demand for manpower as well as having considerable opportunities in the field of entrepreneurship. Awak pula stuck ni. Now we look at the skill mismatch. I just want to focus on the first type of skill mismatch, that is skill gaps, where the workers lack the skills necessary to perform job effectively. And the others, we can look at the slide. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is my research framework. So in my research, my IV career knowledge and career adaptability, and my DV is career choice. A few gaps that has been considered in this research are a study of the relationship of bakery and pastry career education to career choice among vocational college is limited. For gap number 2, I find that from early finding, graduate students choose the career not in line with their field of study. And gap 3, a study on the effectiveness of vocational college standards curriculum syllabus and modules. Okay, as you can see, this is my conceptual framework. Okay, and my research is underpinned by the social cognitive theory by Bandura and social cognitive career development theory modeled by Land, Brown, and Hackett. So now we move to the methodology. I'm using deductive method and quantitative. I use survey strategy and I collect data using cross-sectional study method. So my research method is based on population of bakery and pastry student in 12 vocational college in the year of 2021. I use stratified random for my sampling technique. My sample size is 175. Refer to the Krejcik and Morgan table and G power system. My instruments were created by adaptation technique, and I've done a pilot study of 30 respondents. I collect data and data analysis for descriptive I'm using SPSF, while inferential statistic, I'm using SAMPLS. Now we look at the research finding. So, as you all can see, this is my descriptive analysis. Okay, so 166 respondents participated in this data collection, and it is 94.8% of the required respondent. The number of female respondents is higher than male, and the ethnicity diversity of the respondent were mostly Malays and Muslim. And then there are 10.2% of the respondents from other races in Malaysia. And the relationship between family and occupation, student choice of bakery and pastry courses, I find only 7.2% that has family members who work in the same field as the student chosen field. Okay, while 92.8% of the family members do not work in the same field as the chosen field for the student career choice. Next, we move to the data analysis. These are my research model based on my framework. Before testing the hypothesis, I run a confirmatory factor analysis based on 4 parameters. As you can see the info, all 4 parameters were qualified. Now we go to the hypothesis result. As we can see, hypothesis 1 is not supported, which means that there is no significant influence between career knowledge and career choice of diploma, bakery and pastry students. And meanwhile, the result shown at hypothesis 2, there is significant influence between career adaptability and the career choice among diploma students of bakery and pastry, vocational Malaysia. The next analysis is to see the coefficient of determination, effect size, and predictive accuracy of the model structure. Okay, the R-square value is 71.4% between endogenous or independent variables that are career knowledge and career adaptability, with dependent variables have shown a value that exceeds 0.67 as suggested by Chin, 1998, which indicate that the coefficient of the determination, this model is high and acceptable. Next, the analysis refers to the F-square value in the study to find out the extent of the influence of dependent variable on independent variables. Based on the table above, the F-square value of career knowledge shows a very small effect on career selection, compared to career adaptability, which has a moderate effect in producing R-square. In order to further strengthen the study of this developed model, the prediction accuracy of the model was examined by using the blindfolding procedure in SAMPLS. The value of Q-square is referred to determine the model's prediction accuracy for career selection. That is 0.38, is greater than 0, which indicate that this model has an accurate and acceptable prediction accuracy. Based on the finding of this study, the results of the data analysis have shown that the research hypothesis has been tested and answered. Okay, now we go to the discussion, recommendation, and conclusion of my research. Okay, the first discussion, okay, based on the finding, almost no effect on career choice. Okay, reason is there are still not sure of the actual situation of a career fields. This refers that the student needs more information about career scope, okay, job specification, and the nature of the career. And for the finding number 2, we find that it has positive, moderately significant effects. Okay, the reason is the students have confidence and the nature of wanting to explore more deeply about the field he is studying, that will open up more information discoveries that are very important for their careers. So my recommendation for this research is on the career knowledge. Okay, the field career function should be linked with career knowledge for them to be more specific to the career path. Meanwhile, the career pathway is need to be clearly indicated. For the second IV, career adaptability, I suggest that the college vocational have direct application exposure with the industry, and work specification are given initial exposure, and actual work situation like period, physical, okay, and etc. So, therefore, guidance and stimulation for the right career adaptability must always be increased with regard to the career selection in order to be directed and meet the requirement of the field and industry. Okay, my whole conclusion is, for number 1, the conventional learning approach needs to be given a new lease of life with the injection of modern learning innovation based on the latest industrial revolution. And there should be more collaborative and industry-based learning approach need to be emphasized so the student have better understanding of the today career issues. And next, there must be a continuous effort and commitment in adding information and skills so that the students can reduce the difference between their skills and the industry. With that, I end up my presentation and thank you for listening. Thank you very much.